There we go. Happy New Year. I think I've already said that a couple of times, but just in case, because this is the first Saturday vlog of the year, Happy New Year once again, just in case I missed you. Hope you had a nice time and that you didn't eat too much. I actually spent the New Year's at my, New Year's Eve at my own place, so I didn't really have too much like extra stuff lying around. No more than usual. I think I did have like a bit of champagne to toast the new year and stuff like that, but as soon as all the noise started to die down in the neighborhood, I decided to go to bed anyway, because I really don't like staying up later than I need to, because I tend to go to bed around 10 normally. 9:30, 10 during the week, that's good enough for me. So if I stay up till midnight, that's already quite a task for me, because I'll already be kind of tired, and like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, I feel like I need to go and crawl to bed pretty soon. So for that matter, it was good that I could spend the New Year's Eve at my own place, so I could decide when I was going to go to bed rather than being at somebody else's place and then having them basically dictate what time I go to sleep, because they want to hang out, watch movies, or whatever it is that they want to do. Because normally I would go to my mom's place for New Year's Eve, and then I would spend the night there, and then they would set up like a cot for me in the living room, which is all very nice and sweet and everything, that they would do that, and they bought like a whole air mattress for me just because of that event. So that was all very nice. Except, of course, I'm tired at the end of the day, at the end of New Year, so to speak, early January 1st. I'm like, oh, do we really have to watch this show now? Like, usually her partner, he is interested in lots of music and shows and stuff like that, so he likes to watch all sorts of musical performances that are obviously going to play around Christmas and New Year's Eve, like all concerts and stuff like that. He wants to watch everything. And that can take a while, so for that matter, I was glad to be home at New Year's Eve. Anyway, so it is the conclusion of the first week of 2020. Hope yours has been good. Last week you saw me make a graph of the last couple of years and what I expect for this year. And one of those things that I wanted to do was increase my finances by maybe doing something on the site, and I think I have an idea of how I'm going to do that, because there's these people that like to publish things on Amazon. And in order to do that, they need like free graphics, or not free graphics, they need graphics that are royalty-free graphics, and that they can just buy and slap on there and then go and sell their thing. And I kind of feel like maybe it's a good idea to do the art myself and put that up for sale. So like people who want to sell t-shirts, for instance, on Amazon, they're looking for something to put on their t-shirts that they can sell. And so I'm thinking maybe I could design a couple of t-shirts just for fun to see what would happen, and then put that up for sale somewhere where that type of stuff would be put up for sale. Fiverr or something, I guess, would be a good place for that. And then people can buy my t-shirt designs and they can sell the t-shirts themselves, and then we all win in the end, hopefully. So yeah, I'm on my weekly shopping trip now. That's going to take some money out of the bank, because you probably noticed that there's quite a bit of inflation at the moment. That was not unexpected, because if people start printing tons of money and giving it away for free, that means that the rest of the money is now lowered in value, and that means prices go up, because the value of the product has not changed, but the number on the price tag has. And that is not great for a lot of people who didn't happen to get a bunch of that extra free money. So we have to all pay extra stuff because reasons. And I heard that the Fed is actually not going to continue quantitative easing, which is the printing of the money. They're probably going to turn up the interest rates, and that means that things that used to be low interest, for instance like mortgages and stuff like that, are now going to start rising again. And I think that's going to start in the US, because the Fed, of course, is in the US. They're going to start mostly there with their interest rate rises, but it's going to spread across the world as well at some point, because the world always follows what the US is doing. So eventually we're going to end up in the same situation. And I'm glad that I actually put like a frozen interest rate on my mortgage for at least another 10 years. So if there are any great ups and downs in my interest rate, I'm just going to not notice that. Well, not my interest rate, but in interest rates in general for like mortgages and loans and stuff like that, I'm not going to notice that, because I have it set to a certain percentage and it's not going to change. So that's good. Well, we'll see how things are in 10 years. If I even still live there in 10 years, who knows what's going to happen in 10 years. But the interest rate on my mortgage should stay the same for 10 years, provided I still keep that mortgage. So that's it. Other than that, nothing too interesting is happening here. We're just doing our work again, at least I am. And I've been spending the whole week making animations, which is fun. And the only problem with that is that the scripts that I'm using that they wrote, the people who made the course wrote them, they wrote them more from a here's some theory for you to read perspective, and not this is going to be an animation perspective. And if you don't know what I mean by that, is that the way they've written things is very plain and bookish. And if you think in animations, you think in scenes and not in bits of information that you're throwing out there. So I had to come up with scenes that matched the text in the scripts, and hopefully I've managed to do that. I think we're going to do some editing because there are certain bits that the person who wrote that script just kind of penned in there, like some sentences don't match the previous scene, and then suddenly we go back to the previous scene because suddenly the text that comes after that does, and it's all kind of like back and forth and stuff like that. But we'll see. Eventually we'll have a nice set of animations for the courses, and people can see what is meant with all the stuff that we try to teach them, so that is good. And yeah, that's about it really. I'm not really doing too much yet. It's just the first week, so just chilling and doing my thing. And next week things are going to pick up a little bit more because the person that I normally work with, or at least have daily meetings with, is going to come back to work, and probably that'll also mean that all sorts of other projects are coming my way that I need to do something with. So probably I'll do more than animations, but it's been nice to have a couple of weeks just to myself, quote unquote, because of course I can always do things to myself, but if I don't have somebody saying, hey, we need to do this, or hey, we need to do that, I can focus on things that I think are important, and that in this case was a bunch of animations which need to be finished by the end of January. I think start of February is the latest or something, but hopefully we'll be able to make that. Can't show them, unfortunately, because of course the software to make the animations with is owned by the company, and the animations I make with them are company property, so you'll just have to believe that they're good. It's busier here than I expected. Okay, well, I'm gonna stop anyway, so I'll see you when I see you. Probably on Tuesday we'll have more Stardew Valley, and on Friday we'll be back with Don't Starve Together. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye for now.